Hi, my name's Barry Crampton. Today I'm going to show you around our Range Rover Vogue, then I'll take you for a ride in it, but first I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's a Range Rover 4.4 SD V8 Vogue SE automatic. It's four-wheel drive, 2015 on a 15 plate, absolutely beautiful condition. Has done 49,959 miles. Fuel economy, urban, 24.6 miles per gallon. Extra urban, 37.2 miles per gallon. And combined is 32.5 miles per gallon. Has a 0 to 60 time of 6.5 seconds, a top speed of 135 miles per hour, out of a 334 brake horsepower, 32 valve V8 engine. Beautiful car, best driving car on the road in my opinion, certainly for the money. Money we're asking for this, you're not going to get anything better. Beautiful colour combination, black roof. It's got the full glass panoramic electric tilt and slide roof, rear privacy glass, the body coloured black flash up the side, the vents, silver stripe, multi-spoke kind of horseshoe alloys, Scorpion tyres, Scorpion Verdes, all round, all in good condition too. Keyless entry, keyless go. You get out of the car, you've got the keys on you, just those aren't the keys, Baz. So, as you can see, you can't lock yourself out, no matter how stupid you are. So, as long as you've got the keys on you, when you get out of the car and you've not left them inside, then you press the little button, doors lock, door mirrors fold in, you come back to the car again, as long as you've got the key on you, put your hand behind the door handle, and that's it, you can get in. Now the other thing you can do, if you don't like keyless entry, people with signal snatchers these days, you leave that on your table as you're walking through the door, they have a signal snatcher, they can take the feed from the remote, transmit it to somebody else who's stood next to your car, get in it and drive off. So the way you do knock it off is, there's a light button there. You open the door, you've got 3 seconds, click the light button 3 times and then click the unlock. So in, 1, 2, 3, unlock, and now you can see it won't lock from, it won't keyless lock. You can lock it with a key, you come back to the car and it won't unlock either. So that's the keyless entry, keyless lock, disabled. Nobody can snatch the signal. They have to make a noise when they get in the car. Everybody do that. Range Rovers won't get stolen as much. Your insurance premiums will come down. Range Rover prices will go up. Everybody will be driving a Range Rover. So take it from me. So there we go. I'll just show you again. To disable that, so we open the door, click the light button 3 times, 1, 2, 3, then lock, come out, there you go, keyless lock enabled. So always do that. I've got a steering lock for mine as well. It only takes 2 seconds to put on, but that 2 seconds is a red flashing light on the dash. Somebody comes to your car, they're not going to try and get in through the window or through the lock, pick the lock, whatever they want to do, and then remove the crook lock. It's, you know, it's a no-brainer. They'll go on to something else. They'll perhaps go and steal a BMW and then be sorry they ever nicked it. But there you go. Right, okay, what else? What else have we got? Got the silver Range Rover badge, silver grille too, the silver vents, the silver again, flash along the bottom matches the door handles and so on. This car's a beast, 4.4 engine, go anywhere, pull anything and get you there in style and comfort. So, if you open the vehicle with the button here, just the top will flip up, the top part. So the tailgate's in two halves, the lower half here, top half, you're just coming back to your car with parcels, you press that, opens up. If you come back to your car and you want to get in it, you want to sit down, you want to load your dog in it, then the boot release there, and both of them go down, as you can see. So again, Land Rover, so well built, so good. I was going on about Volvo owners, Volvo buyers, Volvo customers, anybody who comes to see a Volvo, always nice people. And I'd say the same is true of Range Rover Vogue owners. We've bought this, John's gone to pick it up, gone a fair distance to pick it up. We just try to buy nice cars, very selective in what we buy. Got to have good service history, be in good condition, just the right car, right colour combination. In this day and age, everything has to be right. In order for you to sell a car, there's so many things out on the market there. There's so many also ran, so many dealers buying from auctions. And anyway, we saw this and we wanted to buy it. We did. John went on the train to pick it up. The owner has put in the fridge in the armrest, 2 bottles of water and a double decker for John to eat on the way back. You know, Spitfire pilots, that's what the main Range Rover Vogue SE customer, I would say, is a Spitfire pilot. That's how my brain works. That's what I would imagine. Proper gentleman, nice person, loves Great Britain, and just all round nice people. So there you go. You can sit on the back here. It's got a hard rear load cover there. Also in the SE, I can, if I do that, that's pulling the seats down from here in the back. It just got absolutely everything. That's the second one. That's all the way down. Anyway, with that. Got the reversing sensors here, also reversing camera. Rear wash wipe is tucked up underneath there. So, great vehicle to be a passenger in. These seats are pretty much like new, not being cleaned yet, just as we picked it up off the customer. When Lance is finished with it, it'll be like a new pin. It's got Meridian sound system in it, so if you like music, it's just a fantastic place to be. The glass electric tilt slide panoramic roof. You've got a shade band over it. If it gets too hot, just electric shade band. And as you can see here, I've got bags of room. The passenger seat there, you'll be able to see there, I can move that forward and backwards from this switch here when it's turned on. We've got this rear centre armrest, and just like being at home in your armchair, this beautiful ivory perforated leather. Heated and cool seats in the front. You've got heated seats here as well in the back, and also your fresh air vents, heater vents, 2 power sockets. It's got carpet over mats. Lovely, lovely vehicle. Oh, and I mean also as well here, there you go. I can move the backrest, so get nice and comfortable in here if you're going on a long journey. Beautiful car. Okay, I'll just take you for riding it. So that's a Range Rover key, so long as you've got it on your person. Put your foot on the brake, vehicle will start, like so. Service history, 30th of the 8th, 2016, at 3,069 miles, Marshall's Land Rover. 30th of the 8th, 2017, at 5,851 miles, Marshall's Land Rover. 17th of the 7th, 2018, 10,023 miles, Marshall's Land Rover. 16th of the 7th, 2019, at 14,863 miles, Marshall's Land Rover. 23rd of the 7th, 2020, at 18,592 miles, Marshall's Land Rover. 7th of the 7th, 2021, at 21,970 miles, Marshall's Land Rover. 5th of the 7th, 2022, at 32,154 miles, Range Rover Land Rover Glasgow. 22nd of the 6th, 2023, at 42,590 miles, Range Rover Land Rover Glasgow. We'll do it again, and we'll also MOT it. So, here we go. Well, before I do that, I've changed the driver's seat. I'll change it properly in a second, but memory seat, Russian roulette, second position, so that's not set at all. Third position, oh, there we go. So third position, you'd have to be pretty tiny to be comfortable there. So massive car, dead easy to drive. Just put it back here before we set off. So there you go, that's the 3-position electric memory seats. You've got height and reach adjustable electrically. Steering wheel 2, we'll just get the door mirrors, the door handles, like so. And then that's all good. Then I just press memory 1, and wherever it goes from there on, you get back in, press memory 1, like so, and we go back to exactly where we were before. So that's a great option, really. Another great option, heated steering wheel and heated front windscreen too. So, and we've also got, if I click that, that's your heated seats, so I can switch heated seats on. But then what I can also do, the blue arrow, I can go down, so that's only on one position, the first position for heated seats, but it's also got cool seats as well. So in the summer, when it's warm outside, cool air blows through the perforations, as the Tetley teabag men say, through the little perforations, and keep your back cool. You can also set seat zone, so that's just on your back, that's just on your bottom, or both of them, back and bum. I'm going to put that on, back on position 1. There we go, and then we can set off. Magnificent V8 4.4 engine. Magnificent. Taking over. Let him go past. I don't know. What can you do, eh? So away we go. Slightly bigger, or certainly feels slightly bigger steering wheel than a Sport. Longer wheelbase, heavier car. Just beautiful to drive. Not a particularly nice road. Range Rover smooths it out. Car lowers when you get out. Let's just go to menu, click menu, driving features. Driving features show warnings, forward alert, high beam assist, gearbox paddles. So we'll go back there. We've got vehicle setup, try there, okay, vehicle setup, alarm sensors, reverse dip mirror, 2-stage unlocking, audible lock warning, window global open, window global close, winter wiper mode, drive away locking, headlamp display, there's those, but just there, the button for access height, so press that, lowers down, get out. The Meridian sound system is tremendous, and all the manufacturers spend a lot of money soundproofing the cars. So in some instances you find it's better off listening to your music, you hear things that you would never hear before in your car as opposed to at home. And there we go, with front central armrest, it's got the fridge in the middle, and of course in the fridge there is still, John's doing very well, John's on a diet, I'll probably eat it in a minute, but there's a double-decker from the previous owner. I mean, it just goes to show you how nice and thoughtful the person was. Great service history. Got cruise control here. It's also distronic or adaptive or whatever you want to call it, but basically it keeps you the same distance from the car in front. So if I set it here, so that's set, one touch is set, and it shows you on the dash bars between you and the front and the car in front. If I just do that, click that, that keeps me a long way from the car in front, and if I close it down, it will allow me to close up on the car and not be, you know, not leave such a massive distance in between. You've got your global locking here, your memory seats, electric windows, got power folding door mirrors. If you touch the left and right buttons, they both fold in. Menu over here, mode, voice activation, telephone. So the steering wheel is nice and toasty now. It's such a good, it's such a good option that in the winter. It soon warms your hands up. I go playing pool with a friend of mine, and we got there the other night, and it was blooming bitter out. It was absolutely bitter. My hands were nice and warm. His was freezing, and he could hardly make a bridge. His hands were that cold. So I won the first game anyway. So Range Rover drivers, it's the little things. You just need a tiny edge to be better than somebody else. Which reminds me of my favourite joke. Two explorers halfway across a clearing in the jungle, and a lion comes out, and one of the explorers, ever so slowly, reaches round, takes his rucksack off, kneels down, gets a pair of Nike trainers out, or Reeboks or Adidas, whoever you want to advertise for, starts putting his trainers on, and the bloke next to him said, "You'll never outrun a lion," and he says, "I don't have to, I just have to outrun you." Heated steering wheel. As you'll see, my logic is it butterfly logic? You just have to be that better, and Range Rovers are just that bit better. Well, actually, they're a lot better on everything, not just a bit better. That would be being too modest. Fantastic. This is Tom 3D there, and pulling a big trailer in his Range Rover. Got this, just put that there like so. This piano black insets on the gear tunnel here. The door cards, the handles, then you've got aluminium fittings, the steering wheel here. But need that on 1 because it's way too warm. Got a climate set at 20 degrees. You've got the big front central armrest. You've got this armrest which you can, ooh, there we go, we can wind down. That's never been used in its life. So there you go, that's level with that. But I don't need that. I more need the space to put my seatbelt on. We're just trundling along nearly 40 miles an hour at 1,000 revs. I'll just hit the loud pedal in a second when we go onto the motorway and flip it down a little bit. And just listen and smile. So here we go, there's a Volvo there. I'm sure that's a police car, that Volvo, but anyway. So we'll just flip it down a little bit. What a soundtrack. Doesn't get any better. It'll go back into drive in a second. I'm in 8th gear now. Drive 8th. Buzzard by the look of it. Sat nav, again, really easy sat nav. There you go. Dead easy to enter. Destination entry up there. Put the postcode in. That's it. Can also knock this over to sport. If I click on sport, immediately change down, and the throttle, the accelerator is a lot more responsive. You see the cops up there on the left parked up. Then we've got the sunroof. So tilt and slide sunroof. Just going to, let's just have a look. So that's tilt. That's slide back. You can hear all the buffeting. But the aircon's brilliant anyway, so it's not like you need it. We'll put it back again. Closing up. There you go. That's shut. And then we've got the shade band coming forward. And this lovely leather. But they're just so easy to drive. All our Range Rover videos get more views. I had a chap ring up yesterday. He can no longer drive. He's got a Range Rover, would like us to buy it, and we'd love to buy it. It's a nice one, proper service history, and you know, lots of comments, which are great. The more comments we get, the more interaction we get, the more the videos are suggested, the more it helps the garage and me, because advertising these days is so expensive and YouTube's free. So instead of giving it the money to people with their own agendas, it would seem these days, we can keep it in-house. Then we don't have to sell as many cars. We can do better deals. Not being busy fools. Can't beat it. Back seats. When I was videoing this before, I just got round to the back. I was miles away from anybody else on the car park. Just got round to the back, and a chap came and parked virtually right next to me, right where I was going to be videoing from. So I waited for a bit. I started videoing again. As soon as he moved, I started talking to the camera again. I moved round, and then I noticed the battery had gone on my camera. So I had to shoot it again. So I'm surprised I'm still smiling. But what I did try to do, I don't know whether I got it actually, was show you the back seats. You can fold the back seats down from it inside the tailgate, from right at the back. There's 4 switches, 2 to put the 60/40 seats down, all flat, and the other 2 to put them back up again if you want. But if you go somewhere to load up, you don't have to come around the front, put the seat squab up, then fold the top down, put your seat forward first before you can do anything, because that does it all automatically. And this one here, hang on, this one here, you see there, if you're sat in the back and you want a little bit more room, perhaps there's no passenger in the front, you can just press that button and it puts the seat forward. Like being chauffeured mode. So quiet. And this is just as it's coming off the customer. I think it's had a wash, and that was only because John drove it back a couple of 100 miles. So when Lance gets hold of this and he does his 3-stage buff, as he likes to tell us, it'll be like glass. Looks good now, but when he's finished it, it will. He's just done our green sport, which I'll try and video tomorrow as well. And it just looks beautiful. It looked good before, but you know, after a few years, they get covered in these little micro scratches, and the more light can deflect off a panel, goes into a scratch and then goes off, doesn't come straight back at you, the more it can deflect, the matter it looks. Well, when Lance has done it and polished it, then they are absolutely gleaming. We've got sat-nav, Bluetooth hands-free, Bluetooth audio streaming, nice and easy to set the phone, easy to delete as well. Everything about Range Rovers, you can virtually do everything with your gloves on, as if you're a farmer on a freezing cold day. And then you've still got your heated steering wheel. That's beautiful. Over here, you see there, you've just got little cubby holes to put in, and that's like, you know, it's like a cabinet maker's made it. They're just so good. Everything about them, everything, you know, the metal. It doesn't look like cheap plastic with, like in Mercedes. The amount of times I've cut my hands on the seat handle where it's plastic covered in this chrome stuff, and the chrome stuff started coming off, but it's like a razor blade. You know, there's no better place to be sat than in the, well, there is, the sat in the passenger seats, equally nice, but the driver's side in a Range Rover just doesn't get any better. It's the nicest, most luxurious car. Easy to drive for the size, dead easy to park, front and rear parking sensors, reversing camera. We'll let him go. Ah, dear me. $4.4. Pretty economical too. I think John averaged 29 miles to the gallon coming home, and let's say he was doing 70. And I was doing some calculations the other day about, well, some guy was saying that you could get a Range Rover cheap. Talk about, you know, EVs depreciating. You can now get a 4.4 Range Rover for like whatever. And when I worked it out, it was basically cheaper to buy this Range Rover he was on about than a Renault Zoe. So you could actually buy the Range Rover, pay for all your fuel and insurance, and still be no worse off than buying a Renault Zoe, and still have 13 grand left. The Renault Zoe 33,000 or something. So, I mean, I know which I'd rather have. I do. I know which I'd rather have. What else is there? Is there anything else? So we've got lumbar support, or with it being the SC as well, the seat squab will actually, if I do that, look, the seat squab is moving out. But I don't want to drop that. That's okay for me. Lumbar support. Even if you watch the headrest, you should be able to see the headrest going up. All from the electric seats. Just superb. Ah well, there you go. I'll just actually put that back. You'll see me hair goes a lot grayer on the camera when there's light above. But who cares? We're nearly back at the garage. We've got some lovely cars coming in next week. Really, really lovely. Another Vogue, a couple of Evoques, one a blue Evoque with blue and cream seats that look fantastic. Video the green Sport tomorrow. Just all nice cars. We're just managing to get through some of the others. It was very difficult to buy Range Rovers, and who on earth is parked there? Anyway, that's it. That's my video for today. My bit of pleasure driving round in a 4.4 V8 Vogue. Reversing camera there. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.